Now coming to next topic, that is Schottky barrier diode, right? In the previous lectures we have seen gun diode, pin diode, and another one we have seen is impact diode, right? And the coming to fourth diode, that is Schottky barrier diode, which is used at microwave frequency, right? Now coming to its structure, now you know the structure of normal PN junction diode, right? Now this is the structure of normal PN junction diode, and if you see this, this is the structure of your Schottky barrier diode, right? Here you will have anode followed by cathode. Now this is the structure of your Schottky barrier diode, right? Now the Schottky barrier diode only contains N-type semiconductor. No P-type semiconductor is present under your Schottky barrier diode. Only N-type semiconductor. Now this is the normal structure of your Schottky barrier diode, where the metal is diffused with N-type layer, right? If you see the structure of Schottky barrier diode, the metal is diffused with N-type layer. There is no P layer present under your Schottky barrier diode. Only the metal is diffused with your N-type layer. Now hence it has only N-type layer. Now the majority carriers in Schottky barrier diode are electrons. Since there is no P-type layer, right, it contains only N-type layer which is diffused with the metal, right? And this metal can be either gold or high conductive material. Any high conductive material you can use for diffusing with N-type layer under your Schottky barrier diode. Gold, or you can use either gold or any high conductive material, right? Now this particular metal is diffused with your N layer, N-type layer. There is no P-type layer present under your Schottky barrier diode, right? Now since it contains only N-type layer, now the majority carriers in Schottky barrier diode are electrons, right? Since there is no P-type layer, it contains only N-type layer. The majority carriers in this diode are electrons, right? Now this is useful for fast switching devices. This Schottky barrier diode, if you see the application, now this is useful for fast switching devices, right? Now since it has less recovery time, right, less recovery time than your PN junction diode or any other diode, it has less recovery time. Since this can be used at your microwave frequencies, less reverse recovery time, Schottky barrier diode is used at your microwave frequencies. Not only this, gun diode is also having less recovery time, less reverse recovery time, right? Now the diode which has less reverse recovery time, that can be used at your microwave frequencies, right? Now this is about the introduction of the Schottky barrier diode, right? Now it has a metal that is diffused with N-type layer. No P-type layer is present under your Schottky barrier diode. Now since it contains only N-type layer, the majority carriers under this diode are electrons, right? Now this is used at your fast switching devices. This is very useful in fast switching devices. This Schottky barrier diode is very useful under your fast switching devices, and it has less reverse recovery time. Since it is having less reverse recovery time, now this can be used at your microwave frequencies applications, nothing but your higher frequencies, right? Now this is about its introduction of Schottky barrier diode. Now let us see its operation followed by IV characteristics, of this diode, right? Now let us see unbiased. Now this short form I am representing it as Schottky barrier diode. SBD is nothing but your, in a short representation, only for this lecture I am saying, right? Now this short, wherever you have SBD, that indicates Schottky barrier diode, right? Now let us see unbiased operation, unbiased Schottky diode. Now let us see unbiased Schottky barrier diode. Unbiased Schottky barrier diode. It is diode biased I have written, right? Now let us see, before applying forward voltage or reverse voltage, now what happens in this particular Schottky barrier diode. Now let us see, which is nothing but your unbiased, without application of any voltage. Now let us see the Schottky barrier diode internal operation, right? Now we have metal that is diffused with your N-type layer. Here you will have metal and here you will have N-type layer, right? Here you will have metal and here you will have n-type layer. Now what metal n-type layer contains majority carriers or electrons and the minority or holes, right? And the metal contains atoms, right? And the metal contains atoms. Now how we are getting this particular depletion region under your unbiased Schottky barrier diode? Now let me explain. First let me draw this structure under your unbiased Schottky barrier diode, right? Now this is the structure under your unbiased Schottky barrier diode. You have metal that is diffused with n-type. Now how this depletion region is formed? Now let me explain, right? Now the free electrons that are present in this n-type semiconductor. What are the majority carriers in n-type semiconductor? Electrons, right? Now whatever the electron that are present in the n-type semiconductor will move towards this metal. Now during the combination between your metal and n-type semiconductor. See, when you are combining this, nothing but you are diffusing. When you are combining this metal and n-type semiconductor, now what happens here is whatever the electron that are present in the n-type semiconductor, now those will move towards the region of metal, right? Those will move towards the region of metal. Now this, when free electron move towards metal, now it provides an extra electron to the atoms. You see, generally metal contains atoms, right? Now when the free electron is moving towards this metal, when there is a combination of metal with n-type, now atom gains, what happens? Extra electrons, right? Now what happens here is atom gains extra electron, now which are present in the metal, and tries to become negative ions, right? When it gains extra electron, now what happens to that? It becomes negative ions, right? Now hence this will result, now what this will result? Positive charges, positive ions at your negative side and negative ions at your positive side of the metal junction, right? Now this is about your operation, that is Schottky barrier diode under unbiased condition, right? Now let me briefly explain. See, when you are combining metal with n-type, see, Schottky barrier diode is nothing but diffusion of metal with your n-type layer, right? When you are combining this metal with n-type, now whatever the electron that are present in the n-type will move towards this metal region, right? When you are combining metal with n-type, now what happens here is whatever the free electron that are present in this n-type layer, now those will move towards the metal. Now what metal contains? Atoms, right? Now the metal contains atom. Now these electrons are moving towards the region of metal. Now what happens? Atom gains extra electron, right? Atom gains extra electron, and hence this results, this layer, now atom gains extra electron and that results in the negative ion. Now because of this gaining of the extra electron, now that results in the negative ions at your metal side. Now the electrons are moving towards this particular metal. Now this creates the positive ions at your n-type, right? This is how the depletion region is formed between your metal and n-type, right? Now this is about the Schottky barrier diode under unbiased condition. Now let me briefly explain. This is the structure of your Schottky barrier diode, right? The metal is diffused with your n-type layer, since it has only n-type layer and the majority carriers are electron. Now this particular Schottky barrier diode is very useful under your fast switching devices, very fast switching devices, because it has very low breakdown voltage, 0.2 volts only, low breakdown voltage, and it has less reverse recovery time. Now because of that less reverse recovery time, this Schottky barrier diode is used at your higher frequencies, nothing but your microwave frequency. Now let us see the Schottky barrier diode under unbiased condition, right? Now when you are combining metal with n-type, right? Schottky barrier diode is nothing but diffusion of metal with n-type. When you are combining this metal with n-type, now whatever the electron that are present in the n-type, now those will move towards this metal, right? Now metal contains atoms, right? Now these atoms will gain extra electron because electrons are moving towards the metal. Now because of this, atom gains extra electron, right? Now since it is gaining extra electron, now that results in negative ions, Now the electrons are moving towards this metal, now that results in positive ions at your n-type, right? That's why this depletion region is formed, and this depletion region is formed when you are combining the metal with n-type, right? Now let us see the operation of Schottky barrier diode under forward biased condition, and another one is reverse biased condition, right? Now first let us see forward biased Schottky barrier diode. Forward biased Schottky barrier diode, right? Now initially let me draw its structure, right? You will have a metal, right? You will have a metal here, and you will have an n-type layer here. When you are combining metal with n-type layer, the electrons in n-type layer will move towards the metal, right? Hence the atoms in this metal will gain extra electron. Now because of this gaining of extra electron, that results in negative ions at this side. Now since the electrons are moving towards this metal, now that results in positive ions, right? Now this is nothing but, now under forward biased, anode is connected to positive terminal of battery and cathode is connected to negative terminal of battery. Anode is connected to positive terminal of battery and cathode is connected to negative terminal of battery, right? Now here you have anode and here you will have cathode. Anode, cathode, right? Now anode is connected to positive terminal of battery and cathode is connected to negative terminal of battery, and that results in forward biasing of the diode, right? Now this is nothing but metal, right? Now what happens here is, now when the diode, when it is under forward biased condition, nothing but anode is connected to positive terminal of battery and cathode is connected to negative terminal of battery. Now this is the forward biased condition of your Schottky barrier diode. Now here the Schottky barrier diode is under forward biased condition, right? Now when it is under, when we apply voltage to this Schottky barrier diode, nothing but forward voltage, right? Voltage under your forward bias, we call it as forward voltage, right? Now when we apply voltage, to this particular Schottky barrier diode under forward condition, now what happens here is more electrons are formed in the metal, right? More electrons are formed in the metal. When voltage is greater than, now let us consider Vf, right? Now when this voltage Vf is greater than 0.2 volts, which is the breakdown voltage of your Schottky barrier diode, right? Now when the voltage is greater than 0.2 volts, now free electron cannot move through this junction. Free electron cannot move through this junction. Now due to cannot move through this junction barrier, now due to this current will flow through the diode, right? Now when the voltage value increases further, depletion region becomes thin and disappears and current flow will occur in this particular direction, right? Now this is the operation of forward bias, right? Now let me briefly explain. Now the metal is diffused with n-type, right? Now when it is diffusing with n-type, the electrons in n-type will move towards the metal. Now that creates the negative ions at metal and positive ions at n-type. Now the anode is connected to positive terminal of battery and cathode is connected to negative terminal of battery. Now this is under forward biased condition, right? Now that voltage I am representing it as Vf, right? Now when the voltage is applied to this Schottky barrier diode, right? When the voltage is applied to this Schottky barrier diode, now what happens here is more electrons are formed in this metal. That means more electrons are formed in this metal, and that is less than for 0.2 volts only. If Vf is less than, say, two condition arises. If Vf is less than 0.2 volts and Vf is greater than 0.2 volt, right? Now this is under your unbiased condition. Anode is connected to positive terminal of battery and cathode is connected to negative terminal of battery. Now when we apply forward voltage that is less than 0.2 volts, now what happens? Metal gains extra electrons. Large number of electrons are gained by your metal. Now when Vf is great, because of this electrons in n-type are moving towards this metal, right? When Vf is greater than 0.2 volts, right? When Vf is greater than 0.2 volts, whatever the electrons that are present in this n-type, those cannot move through this junction, breakdown voltage. Those cannot move through this junction, right? If you increase further, this depletion region becomes thin and current flow will occur in this direction, right? Now this is under your forward biased condition. Now let us see reverse biased. Metal, you have negative ions at metal part and positive ions at your n-type, and anode is connected to negative terminal of battery and cathode is connected to positive terminal of battery. This is under reverse bias. Now if the reverse bias is voltage is applied, now here we represent that voltage as VR, right? Now when we apply voltage to this Schottky barrier diode, which is under reverse bias, now the width of this depletion region increases. The width of this depletion region increases, hence the current flow stops, right? Hence the current flow stops. If we increase the reverse bias voltage further, the device will get, once the depletion region breakdowns, once the depletion region breakdown, now what happens here, the device will get damaged, right? Now this is under your reverse biased condition. Now coming to IV characteristics. Now the breakdown voltage under forward biased condition, forward voltage range is varying from 0.3 to 0.5 volts, right? Now this is about the Schottky barrier diode. Now let me briefly explain again. Now the forward biased Schottky barrier diode is this one, right? Now the metal is diffused with n-type. When you are diffusing this, it will create negative ions at metal and positive ions at n-type, right? Now how these negative ions and positive ions are created, that we have seen under unbiased condition of Schottky barrier diode, right? Now the metal is connected to positive terminal of battery and n-type layer is connected, anode is connected to positive terminal of battery and cathode is connected to negative terminal of battery. Now this is under which biasing condition? Forward biased condition, right? Now the voltage, if we apply voltage, initial voltage, that is less than 0.2 volts, right? Now when the forward voltage is less than 0.2 volts, now what happens here is the electrons will move towards the metal. Now that will create large number of electrons under your metal region, right? Now if we increase the voltage further, if we increase the voltage greater than your 0.2 volts, now the electrons cannot move through this junction, right? Now whatever the electrons that are present in the n-type, those will move towards the metal. Now if we apply the forward voltage greater than 0.2 volts, those electrons cannot move through this junction, right? Those electrons cannot move through this junction, right? If we increase further, now what happens? This depletion region becomes thin, right? This depletion region becomes thin, hence the current flow starts in this direction. Now this is the operation under forward biased Schottky barrier diode. Now when we apply reverse biased Schottky barrier diode, that is anode is connected to negative terminal of battery and cathode is connected to positive terminal of battery. VR is nothing but voltage under reverse biased condition. Now if we apply voltage to your Schottky barrier diode under reverse bias, now what happens? The depletion region increases, right? The depletion region increases. Now once the depletion region is getting increases, once this breakdown occurs, once the depletion region breakdown occurs, this particular Schottky barrier diode will get damaged, right? Now this is the operation under forward bias and this is the operation under reverse bias. Now this is the IV characteristics of it, same like your PN junction diode only the forward drop voltage will vary, right? That is varying from 0.3 to 0.5 volts, right? Now this is about your Schottky barrier diode, right?